The next one is, consider the following. Statement 1. The Huzur Daftar at Pune was the central secretariat of the Maratha administration. The Chalte Daftar was responsible for maintaining classified accounts and preparing the Tarjuma. Which one of the following statements is generally correct at that point of time? Which one can you find it as correct? Okay. Now here see, whenever such questions are there, I do not believe means this questions, they indicate that the level of depth you have to go in. So here again the Maratha administration. So in the expansion of the Marathas, here if after the Peshwas and whatever the particular rulers were there, if you went on just a little bit of it in detail and you learned that what was the administration, how could this have happened, and all that, you could have solved this question easily. So I will just come directly to the answer. I'll not explain it. Why? Because here if you have the knowledge you can solve it, but this could not have been solved by logic. The Huzur Daftar at Pune was the central secretariat at the Maratha administration. The Chalte Daftar was responsible for maintaining the classified. It was for maintaining the classified accounts and preparing the tarjuma. Okay, so here the first answer, the huzur. Huzur means what? The higher classes. So from that you can just say that the huzur was the higher class. So huzur daftar, it where the higher classes they generally met. That means the secretariat. So first statement is correct. Second statement is wrong. Okay, the chalte daftar, here it was associated with the main, what do you say? The Fadnavis, the main person in charge of the administration. Okay, so statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. Means, see, the reason I'm not discussing this is because it is something that I do not believe, the examination would go that deep into. Okay, however, the question was mentioned here, there was a reason for it, that you guys should understand the level of depth that you have to go to. Okay, now, with reference to Bentik's educational initiatives, consider the following pairs. Okay, institutions and documents and associated outcome. What the Macaulay Minute, promotion of English education. The General Committee of Public Instruction supported the Oriental learning, and the Charter Act of 1813 legalized missionary education. Which of the following statements are correct, are correctly matched? Now here as you can understand, the examination, it will definitely focus on the examination, it is definitely going to focus on the aspect of, it is definitely going to focus on the aspect of evolution of education, evolution of police services, evolution of administration, evolution of the civil services. Okay, and that is all what you have seen here, that on the evolution there has been a question that has been asked. So when we talk about the Macaulay's Minute, okay, so if you can recall, there was a Macaulay's Minute that is going to be associated with the English education. Okay, then there was General Committee on Public Instruction, General Committee on Public Instruction, and then the Charter Act of 1813. If you can recall, in the Charter Act of 1813, the Britishers at that point of time, they were promoting the missionary activities, and because they were promoting the missionary activities, they also, what did they do is that they are going to give, or they are going to allocate, the British East India Company allocated nearly 1 lakh rupees per annum for the development of education in India. And in that development of education, they also told that the Christian missionaries can openly preach in India. That is what they are going to be doing. Okay, then the General Committee on Public Instructions, it was created in the time period of 1823. Okay, 1823. Now this particular general committee, okay, as you can see that, here when we talk on, they supported the Oriental learning, they supported the Oriental learning. After this, then there is going to be in 1835, there is going to be the, there is going to be the issue of the, the Maclay, Thomas Babington Maclay. If you can recall, just some time ago I had discussed on the Anglist and the Orientalist controversy. Okay, so Maclay was a person who was an Anglist. Okay, so based on that, you can tell Maclay, he promoted English education, whereas General Committee on Public Instructions, they supported the Oriental learning, that is Indian learning should be there. So all of the three, they are going to be correct.